Hi, everybody. Hey, this is DisturbingPuppet back again. That was my Dr. Nick. So today we're playing a little something I tried out a while back, got it super cheap on GOG, which was Tharsis, sort of a dice management game dealing with horrible things happening in space. And space is full of horrible emptiness that will kill you, so it's sort of a disaster aversion game. Reminds me a little bit of, I think it's Red November, a board game. You're kind of running around in a sub underwater trying to fix things before everything goes wrong and everybody dies. So sort of reminiscent of that a little bit. But it's got cannibalism and all kinds of crazy stuff in it. So yeah, most likely we're all going to die, but that's just the way it goes. I've only successfully completed this once. I haven't played it in a while, actually, so we'll see what happens. Don't remember all of the controls, actually. It's been quite a while since I've played this. I'm just going to do a normal game. There are some special missions you can do, things that kind of have certain specific objectives or difficulties to deal with. Just want to take a look and see if I can see controls. Yeah, we'll figure it out. You've got different astronauts that can do different things, and there's different modules on your spaceship that can do different things as well, and there's a way to toggle that, but I don't remember what it is, so we'll find out, I guess. Well, we can at least look here. I have a few choices. I can actually swap out a pilot for somebody else. Looks like. So Doctor can add health to people's. Specialist gets an extra reroll. Mechanic adds to the hull, which is really nice. Captain adds +1 die to crew in the module. Okay. I think I only beat this on easy before. It's really not very easy to get through. Let's guarantee we're going to die. We'll just go normal. I just want to check the stream here real quick. Okay. So this is just one of those things that I thought I would stream, just a game, just for fun, and then I'll put this up on my YouTube channel at some point down the road as well. But it's kind of a crazy game, so we'll see what happens. I haven't actually eaten any of my dead friends yet so far in this game, but maybe this will be the first time. Micrometeorites have destroyed the pantry and crippled the ectomy. J-Cross has been ejected into space, and Mapaya Musgrave suffered a fatal injury. Your new goals survive. Okay, so we've got different people in different parts of the ship. So different parts of the ship have different things. So there we go. We can toggle and take a look at. It's been a while since I played this, so I just want to double check. So you're dealing with dice. So the number here is how many dice you've got. You're dealing with stress. Health. So I think health was the boxes here, and then stress is the bar. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. The hull of the ship is only 4. The red is going to mark any damage if you don't actually repair it or deal with it in the turn. So you kind of have heads up on any damage coming in, then kind of have one turn to fix it. You've got to worry about food. Food will replace your dice. Things are not looking super great. And then we've got kind of our overall timeline to get to Mars. Basically, we're on our way to Mars. Everything goes wrong. And yeah, try to survive as things get more and more bad as you go along. So what do we got? Meteoroid strike is not good. I think the red here under the dice, if you roll these numbers, the person who's doing this actually ends up taking damage. I can't remember exactly how some of this works, but I guess we'll just deal with it. So you also have some tech that you can invest in. So if you put dice into tech, you'll end up being able to use some of these things down here. It does require you to use up some of your points for research, so you have to actually put dice into that. So the captain, +1 dice to crew in the module. Okay. Don't have a lot of dice on anybody, actually, which is kind of a problem. I think I've got to deal with this meteorite strike in order to get to here. I don't really see a lot of good options here. It's already not looking very good. So I need to roll a total of 23 repair in order to actually repair this and avoid the damages coming in. If I roll a 2 or a 3, then bad things happen. She's only got 1 die. Probably everyone's going to have to go in here to try to deal with this. So she does have a re-roll. Hopefully I can roll better than a 2. So we'll make that a little bit easier. That's all she can do with just her 1 die. So now kind of grayed out, showing she's been used. Yeah, I'm going to have to use like everybody just to deal with all this. This is not good. I think we're starting off really badly. But when you've done an action as well, it removes 1 of the dice that you've got. So the captain's ability that increases dice is probably going to be quite useful. I'm just going to have to throw everybody at this problem. Okay, so I can pull dice away and put them into research. Each die gives you a point towards research. I can also use anything that rolled a 5 or higher to add +1 health to crew in the module. It should be her and the other person. So that's tempting to do. Or I can activate this to get her to full health. That's probably a better use of that die. So we'll do that. We'll use this to reduce the difficulty. I'm going to have everybody ending up here, most likely. Yeah, it's taking... I'll be lucky if I can actually deal with this situation. Wow, that helps a lot, actually. Yeah, I could go ahead and improve my hull by using a 5 or higher die here, but I'm just going to dump this in to being able to take care of the situation before the damage comes in. Now, I'm definitely not an expert at this game. I've only played maybe 3 games of this, and I've only made it to Mars once. That's why I said most likely everyone's just going to die. So hopefully I can get 4 with 3 dice. I would hope. Okay, that's pretty good. So I can do that. And then... Are you not going to let me do anything with these? I have to do this first. That's irritating. Oh, no I don't. Okay. So we'll give everyone some extra dice that way, and I'll put a point in towards research. So we took care of that. 1 threat That was everybody's turn. So here we have, it kind of gives you these optional things occasionally of what you're going to do. I think the side you don't choose, the two increase their stress. So that's something to kind of keep in mind as well. So extra dice for hull damage or extra hull for everybody's reduced health. I really need more dice. Would be really nice. The 2 hull damage is pretty catastrophic, but I'm going to go ahead and go for that. And then let's go ahead and feed him. You can see it's kind of fairly simple kind of dice management game. There's more horrible stuff coming in. So you can see we're going to die if we don't fix the damage that's coming in. Fuel slosh. Okay, at least I've got some dice here. So I think first, I'll go ahead and send my mechanic to deal with this. Hopefully he'll be able to take care of this by himself. If I roll any 5s, he gets injured, so that's not great. That's every die. Okay, that's pretty good. Actually, that's enough to take care of the whole problem all by itself. What I can do is use some of the dice. So I could use, for example, both the 6s and then reroll the other 2 if I wanted to, since I do have a reroll. I could even add a hull point here. But I think I'm just going to call it good and we'll just deal with the situation. So we can reduce stress in operations with a 5 or plus die. Harvesting food would be really good, but I need 3 dice to do it. Nobody really has a lot of dice available. I definitely want to avoid this damage that's coming in if I can. So she's got the most health. We'll send her here since it might hurt her. Mutation or spin of liquid fuels aboard have grown due to resonant fuel slosh. This can prevent accurate monitoring and ability for constant fuel usage. So most likely she's not going to take care of this by herself. That's a really good roll, actually. I'm actually, we'll go ahead and reduce her stress a little bit. Make that easier. So her stress is totally gone now. Specialist gets a reroll. Okay. Yeah, we'll send the specialist in. Well, that's not great. I'm actually don't remember for sure what the stasis does. I think I'm going to reroll. Well, that's pretty good. can't do a lot with this. So I can't throw an extra die down into research because I already put the 6 in. It has to be a 5 in here, 4 in here, 3 in here, 2 in here, 1 in here. So maybe we'll just go ahead and deal with the situation. Some extra. Okay, so this is bad. -1 die for everybody if that happens. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay. So I don't have to go deal with this if I don't want to. I could send my captain to another area if I wanted to. I could try to harvest food, but I don't have enough dice. I could try to regain dice and life support, get some extra health, hull repair, all that kind of stuff. Regaining dice is probably going to be the most useful thing I could do. So I guess I'll try. The other thing I could do, I could move into here to reduce stress on himself, but then also maybe give everybody +1 die that's in there. I think we'll try for this. So they have to be the same, I believe, matching. So it's not likely at all it's going to happen. Worth a shot, I guess. But I can throw that into my research. So now I have enough that if I wanted to, I could go ahead and use this to give a die to an active person. But I can do that anytime I want, so I'll hold on to it for now. And here comes more damage. I don't. So I can't even choose this option, which is increased stress for assists. So I guess I'll have to go with, we're all going to die if I don't do this. I have to go outside the ship and patch some problems from the outside. It's crazy, but I have to. And I don't have any food. I actually don't have the option. The first time I played, you actually had a dead person on here so that you could just feed people right away. So maybe I'll have to wait till one of these guys dies, maybe, and then we can actually eat your fallen co-astronaut if you really want to. It does give you a pretty massive amount of stress, though, if you do that. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Air assembly clog, PFCS damaged, bent antenna. We're really low on dice, so this is not good at all. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the captain in here, try to deal with the bent antenna, maybe able to give everyone some extra dice. Maybe. So give everybody extra dice. Reroll the 2. Okay, that'll help a bit. Doctor, try to deal with this. I guess I should probably actually read this. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but someone said this should be fixed. Sometimes I wonder about these orders. I'm going to re-roll that. Just enough to make the repair. We'll go ahead and do that. I'd like to actually give people more health, but it's not critical right now. So fixing the bent antenna saves us from death, at least, complete death. Don't know if I can actually... Yeah, if I go through someplace that's damaged on the way, I actually take damage. So I could go to here to try to deal with this. There's no way I can deal with it with only 2 dice. It is 2 damage, but I don't think there's any way I can stop that. Got okay health, so it's not super terrible. Yeah, we'll do that. The oxygen filtration and dispersal unit has become filled with large particulate matter and must be scrubbed by hand. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the snack to give her an extra die. It's still not going to be enough. If I roll any 4s, I get hurt, so hopefully she's not going to die. So I think a stasis means I can't re-roll the dice. I can still use them, I just can't re-roll them. And she did take a point of damage there. I could also throw it in the research if I wanted to. Yeah, maybe I should do that. It actually was pretty good. Didn't expect to get a higher than the 4 there. Do a little bit of repair. Not enough. I think when I played on easy, you start with more dice with your guys, and I think when you get food, it takes it all the way up to max, not just 3. So yeah, this is definitely a lot harder than the last time I tried. So we're probably going to die here pretty quick. Taking the damage to get through again. He's only got a couple dice, though. And that's not super helpful. And we'll just do what we can. And once again, I only have one choice. People can't get any work done with all these alarms going off. Eliminate the problem and everything will fall into place. +1 hull, +20 stress for all the crew. Well, now we've got cannibalism available. +2 dice, -1 health. Each usage will decrease the overall health of that crew member and cause significant stress. So this is hauling our dead buddy out of the freezer, I guess, to see if everyone wants to take part. I haven't actually done this before, cannibalizing people, but I haven't played at this difficulty before. So definitely I don't want to give him any because he's already super stressed out. She's already super stressed out. I could give the doctor some human flesh. Maybe. Yeah, so a decent amount. Yeah, I'm afraid everyone else would stress out too much, so I'm not going to give anybody else any human meat. Well, that's a lot of damage coming in. This could very well be it right here. Not good. Jeez, I got to deal with at least 4 damage or get some hull back, or I'm toast. If I can get 5 repair, I can get up to +3 hull here. Yeah, this might be the end of our little voyage in space. So I guess since we're already here, I'm actually going to have the captain. Oh, he's in here. Okay, gotcha. These two are both in here. Basically just be using the captain just to try to get extra dice. But we'll go with the doctor first here. Battery overtemp in operation should be tackled quickly so it's not a chain reaction of nearby batteries gaining, then sloughing off heat. So we've got more injuries here. The void, I think the die is lost if we roll that. Don't know why the blood effect must be because of the cannibalism, I guess. Amazingly, no injuries there. So go ahead and use the 4. I'll reroll the others, I guess. Oh, that's pretty nice. And I'll have to use the captain as well. Hopefully he can take care of that. Well, that's one threat. 1 damage. I can only really stop maybe 2 damage, and that's about it. So yeah, we're pretty much dead here. I don't see a lot of other ways we can deal with this. Give it a shot. I can reroll it. Okay. 1 is pretty bad. That's a little bit better. Hey, that's enough. We're still going to die. So I managed to repair that. But that's all I could do. Still have a couple damage coming in here. Death by hull damage. That's kind of how this game goes. Let's give it another shot. Maybe we'll try easy. I think that's I did beat us on easy once, but even on easy, this is not a cakewalk. Micrometeoroids have destroyed the pantry and crippled the ectomy. J. Cross has been ejected into space, and Mapaya Musgrave suffered a fatal injury. Your new goal: survive. Yeah, so we've got a bit more dice than I had last time, I think. I think some of the difficulties on the events and things are a little bit less problematic on easy as well. Health is much higher too. think to get some food, that would be quite helpful. So I might send my better people to deal with this and maybe get food at the same time. Sort of what I'm thinking. So we'll send the mechanic first. So yeah, food, you have to get 3 dice that are exactly the same. It can be across multiple people's attempts and stuff, though. Yeah, so I think the stasis one I can't do anything with. So let's throw that in. And we'll just go ahead and deal with the situation because we can. And then I might have the other person come anyway just to try to get some food, but it's very unlikely to happen. So now it's free. I can also move my captain out if I want to try to do something. He's only got 1 die. Gonna have my specialist go down to deal with the meteoroid strike, hopefully. Catastrophic event has occurred. An unknown object has struck the ship, exceeding 55,000 miles per hour, causing extensive damage. That's pretty good. And we'll just deal with the situations for now. So then I'm going to use the doctor and the captain to try to get some food. Guess we'll go with the 3. Let's give everybody some health. And the 1 I can just use for research. Nothing else I can do with it. And the captain will also send in. And we'll just give everybody extra die. So that helps everybody out a little bit. No food, though. No damage, amazingly. +1 food, -1 health, +1 dice, or -2 hull. I don't really like taking hull damage. They are pretty low, both of them on dice, so it'd be nice to get some dice. But the food can give me health too, so yeah, do that. So then Allison can have some food. Might as well use it. I'll give the captain food and max him out too. Yeah, so it is the same. Food for 3. So hotel filter damaged gives everybody negative health, so that's definitely a problem. Does the specialist +1 reroll? Okay. So I've heard deal with this, hopefully. Life support filter for scrubbing out contamination in the air supply is not operational. Repairs are necessary as the backup filter is badly damaged. So this also can injure me. I can regain dice here if I get 2 that are the same. And I did, but they went away thanks to this. Awesome. Not so helpful. I was hoping she'd be able to deal with this all by herself. Do I want to reroll? Okay. And awesome, she gets injured. Hey, she actually is going to deal with it. That was actually pretty lucky. Took a little bit of damage, but took care of the problem. I still wouldn't mind getting some food here. The captain can probably deal with this by himself. So we'll try for food, maybe get hull repair. Let's go point a hull back. Throw a die in there, I guess. Just throw that in research, nothing else I can do with it. Pretty difficult to actually get food. Well, there we go. We've got food. And health for everybody. Sure, let's do that. So now we have some food. The poor captain, you're going to have to deal with this by yourself. The program for handling automated subsystem tasks has hit a critical error, stopping vital flight control operations. Yeah, that's probably not great. So I can't do anything else with that. Throw it in there. This is going to work? Yeah, okay. And from a 3 to a 1. Awesome. I don't know. I don't know why I don't have this option available. I've got the hole for it. We won't die if we do it. Yeah, it's strange that I don't have that choice. Oh, okay, I just have to click on it. I was thinking it was limiting my choices for some reason. I'm special, apparently. I think I'd rather have extra dice for people if I'm going to lose hull instead of minus 50 stress just for these two. And I'm not even going to give anybody any food. We're doing okay on dice. Meteoroid strike. Alright, we'll start with the captain again. Try to deal with this. Should be okay. Same, keep his dice all set. Go ahead and deal with the situation. And I can't use that dice for research. Try rerolling it, see if we get something. So with that, I can add +3 health to somebody. Or no movement damage. These free set repair ones are actually really, really helpful. Especially if something is going to cause an injury, then these are really good because it just automatically does the amount of reduction for the difficulty for the repair. Okay, the plan is we'll have her come in here, then use a doctor, maybe try to heal everybody, and hopefully we can deal with this at least. Maybe I can finish it off and the mechanic can still do something else. Maybe. So make that a little bit easier. The 3 is stuck. So what I think I'm going to do actually is get this up so I can use any of these that I want to. Reroll the 2. Still 1 point better. Put that into the repair. Hopefully the doctor can take care of this. Or not. Well, since they're stuck. Awesome. Okay. Guess we'll just use the mechanic here as well. Yeah, nothing I can really do with the 1s, unfortunately. So we'll just take care of the repairs. Can't use them for research or anything else. I could throw them in here, but it doesn't do me any good. I don't have anybody left I can roll more dice with. I don't know, I'll just do it, just because. Creative solutions, with air quotes. Creative solutions. I don't like losing dice. The assists don't really do much, and he would end up being stressed out too much. So we'll go with that. I do have food. Might as well use it. Try to avoid being cannibals this time. No human flesh for you. Okay, let's go specialist first, I guess. Got injuries on 1s. Actually, since I rolled some 3s, let's get that towards some food. Alright, that'll give us some more food. Have the doctor try to fix that and maybe give some health back. Failure in the catalytic oxidation process has caused a breach in the greenhouse. Escaping components damage the internal circuitry. I keep forgetting to read the it's a condensate water processor book. Oh, it's quite a few sixes there. So, health for everybody. And research. Any extras I can't really do anything with. Let's see if the captain can deal with the oxygen high. Oxygen partial pressure high warning. Oxygen pressure is kept at 5 psi on board the ship. The oxygen is too high and can pose a fire hazard. Fires in space, probably not great. Die back. I'll max out research, I guess. Let's see if I can roll anything higher than a 3. Yeah, it works. Have to use the mechanic here as well to finish that off. Otherwise, everybody's losing dice. Still gonna take some damage. Maybe he can get some repairs going though. Since a 5+, we'll get a repair. That's enough. So it repairs the hull and repairs the damage. Good job, Pascal. Pascal. Still take some damage. Remember how good the ship looked when we first saw it? Yeah, it'd be nice to bring it back to its former glory. +1 hull, minus dice. I need to take some time off. Calm down. I keep thinking all these crazy thoughts and I can't trust myself. Yeah, mainly Pascal's getting a little stressed. So I think we'll go with that option. Everyone's doing okay on dice. We'll hold on to our food. CCC leak. Destruction imminent. Okay. So here, I think if I roll a 1, that's 3 injuries. Chemical control canister leak. A sharp impact has caused a crack in a chemical canister in the greenhouse. The chemical is not dangerous at low volumes, but it's unclear how long it has been leaking. So what I think I'm just going to do is use that. Take care of the event. Don't even have to attempt. And then we'll try to get some food or health. We'll replace some of my research here. Give everybody health. Preventing void. That would be helpful later on. Yeah, what I'll just do is dump these all into research. She's getting really stressed. This is stress here on the left. Allison's about to lose it. Crack it up. So I could send her down just to kind of recover stress down here in operations. Just need a 5 or better to reduce the stress. So initially thinking just go for the repairs here. That is kind of getting a little out of control. Captain's getting pretty stressed too. Well, we've actually got a little bit of a lull here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Max out research. Yeah, nothing else I can do. Yeah, way back down now. Send my mechanic out here. Vitality sensor reading errors. Astronauts lose as much bone density in a month as an elderly person does in a year, and a third of their muscle mass, even with a workout regimen. So this sensor is handy. It's a whole lot of stasis. Take that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do this and re-roll. Yeah, it worked out. All right. Make our repairs. Guess the captain will go for these. Internal truss assembly damage. Universal mounting bracket for securing devices has been bent in maintenance, which is preventing other issues from being addressed. So we have potential injuries here, but he's full health. Got a couple doubles. It's tempting to maybe put some in towards hull repair. Wow. Okay. Add some dice and finish that off. The captain has things under control. So food for health or hull for health? I think we'll go with hull. Nobody's in a position where I can give them 3 dice, so I'm probably going to hold on to the food. I could feed somebody some human mystery meat, lawn pig, whatever you want to call it, I guess. Here's some big problems. Much higher scores needed to fix this stuff. Hull breach sounds bad. That's a couple damage. Captain might be able to deal with this by himself. External active thermal control system unresponsive. The EATCS is incredibly useful and very broken. It takes the heat from maintenance, circulates the working fluids and dispensers, and dispenses the remaining heat through external radiators. So we do have a void, and I can actually get rid of a void. Actually rolled triple dice. It might be a good idea to just repair the hull with that, actually. I'll have to bring somebody else over then to finish the repairs, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that's a good trade-off. I think it's just one hull. Throw that in. I think I'm going to re-roll these. Do is give him dice and finish the repairs. Captain taking care of business. Hull breach sounds pretty bad. Let's see what that is. An object has penetrated the hull, causing a drop in pressure and loss of oxygen. Unable to tell if it originated from inside or outside the ship. It's a whole lot of stasis. So 1, 2s, or 3s are stuck. It's tempted to throw them both into research, but I don't have anything super useful down here in research right now. So I'll use the lower one in research. Still a lot of repairs to go. Send in the mechanic. Well, the one I'll put in research, I guess. I'll just try to make this maybe doable. If the doctor can roll well. Yeah, I'll get rid of the stasis. Just in case. It's just enough. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy. We'll just do the repair. Of course, the steering fail is probably not great either. Two health for minus hull. I don't like that. Extra stress, I'm not a big fan of either, but we'll go with that. Give Al us in some food. Tempted to go ahead and up somebody else's, even though it's a little bit of a waste. And we're okay position hull-wise, so I'll go ahead and hold off. Line damage, steering fail, MCA fail. Everything's going wrong. Well, maybe the captain can deal with this by himself. Hoping. Equipment monitor control assembly fail. Not so much a problem with the MCA itself. Rather, no one remembered to turn it off and the components wore out. It's easy to be forgetful when other things are on fire. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do. Playing a little bit fast and loose here. Yeah, it's too bad. Okay, just repair it. A little bit of research. So this is stasis, okay. Condensate line rupture. The absorption process is overloaded, leading to a buildup of pressure along the condensate pipes inside the greenhouse. Put the big dice in. The 2's stuck, but I could just use it for research. So I'm going to do that. It's a total of 4. I'm going to reroll that, hoping I get more than 4 as a result. And have the doctor try to finish it off. That's not good. Funny. Okay, reroll those. Hey, it's enough to repair. I could add some health, but we're in okay shape. Prevent a catastrophic line explosion in the greenhouse. Maybe the mechanic should work on the failing steering. Maybe. What do we got? Stasis, research. I don't really have anything that useful. Let's repair the hull a little bit. Make that a little easier. And none of these. You kind of have to use these for the next one to go away, I think, unless this changes them. Shuffle. I have to use a point for that. Alright, we'll just work towards the repair. Loss of steering control. Attitude control thrusters are unresponsive. Check food lines and flight control for disruption. Pascal's working on it. Food for dice, or assists for extra stress. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Well, I do only have one food. It would be nice to have extra food. If they lose dice, then I can gain a food. I can give each of them food to replace. Yeah, that's fine. Food for Pascal, food for Kayla. Human flesh for the captain. Nah, it's alright. Battery unstable. APU damaged. UTA damaged. That's not happy. Well, -1 health all kind of sucks. Two damage here also kind of sucks. There's a lot of stress building up here in some of my guys too. When you're stressed out, I don't think you can do much of anything. So you definitely don't want to stress. I could do... I need another point for research. I could do the no movement damage. I could maybe move the mechanic down here to deal with this, and also maybe relieve his stress if he's lucky. Probably not with 4 dice, but... Alright, Captain, give it a shot. Badly thermally unstable. Lithium-ion battery in the medical bay is undergoing thermal runaway, and the terminals are resisting a bimetal patch due to the resistance of the ultrasound weld already in place. 6s are injuries. But the assist cancel that, so good. And just go ahead and take care of this so we don't take the damage. Send the specialist to deal with the APU. Atmospheric purification unit damaged. The purifier broke down due to an extremely high content of debris and life support. This means we're breathing that debris and it's only getting worse. Awesome. I can regain dice if I get some doubles. There's injuries out there. There's an injury. I did roll... Actually, I rolled 3 of the same thing. I need to have both that put her dice back up when I had 1 in there. Well, paring it down. Send the doctor in as well, hopefully to finish it off. an injury, but we can also give everybody some health. Finish the repair, research. Activate the temporary suppression system to free up movements. I'll go ahead and do that. Just 10% stress for all crew would be pretty nice. Send him down here, hopefully repair this. Utility transfer assembly damage. Corrosion has interrupted the internal roll rings and operations, preventing data transfer through the rotary units, through the rotary joints. No, that's units. So it'd be nice to get stress or a hole here as well. The 12 repair is going to be kind of hard, though. Maybe. Let's deal with the stress. I don't think I'm going to roll this well if I roll again, so I'm just going to do the repair. Still steering is busted. Assists for stress, maybe. Got no food here. Food for Dice. I could give her food then. Pretty low here. Yeah, jeez. I'll give the captain the food. It's really tempting to start handing out that human leg meat and stuff here. Alright, Pascal, eat some human flesh. And Doctor, have some human flesh. Stress is not great there, but oh well. That's a whole lot of damage. Okay, well, I'm glad I ate some human flesh. Quote for you, I'm glad I ate some human flesh. Okay, let's have the Doctor deal with the O2 spill, because you've got more health. Water spill. Loose water globules, actually you can see them, are more dangerous to the ship than the crew, but it would be pretty unfortunate to drown in space. Yeah, that sounds pretty unfortunate. That in there. I don't really need the health too much, so I'm not really worried about that. And I'm going to reroll these two. Okay, that'll work. So drowning in space is no longer an option. Captain's already here, so we'll deal with the low O2. oxygen partial pressure low warning. Low oxygen can have a highly detrimental effect on the brain and lungs. It can cause loss of concentration or disorientation, thus making the problem itself harder to fix. Some possible injury here. We'll go for it. I'd like to get this minus 10 stress for the whole crew. There's a couple injuries. What's my best choice here? We've got health recovery, we've got increased dice. Two stuck, we'll do that. And reroll these, hoping to get 8. That's not 8. Someone will have to come help them out there. And I could just give him extra health too. Go ahead and reduce everybody's stress instead. So 7 repair for 1. Somebody's going to have to help out the captain. Yeah, things are looking a little dangerous here. So send the mechanic up to maybe deal with that. 4 dice, 22 is not super likely. Probably better off having him go here. Full health, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's see. So get some hull repairs going. Get some research and finish off repairing that so we don't all die from lack of oxygen. Sort of a how do you want to die? Do you want to steer into a comet? Do you want to drown on your ship? Do you want to suffocate? So I still have my specialist, so I'm going to head up here for the leak with 2 damage. High pressure gas tank assembly leak. A leak has occurred in the laboratory affecting oxygen and nitrogen tank assembly, which is used for extravehicular activity and emergency life support. I got an injury, unfortunately. A couple stasises. Stasises. It's going worse than I expected, actually. Another injury, jeez. 2 stuck. Man. Don't see a way I can avoid or actually get this taken care of, even if I were to use the 7 repair. I'm gonna reroll though. Close. Very close. If I hadn't put one into research, I probably could have taken care of that. A lot of damage incoming. Lucky you still be alive. Food for stress. Wow, that's really close to being maxed out. We're pretty much right at the end here, so we're going to use up everything we've got. Doctor's happy to get some food. A couple people at quite low health here now. Do I want to give Pascal more human flesh? It reduces maximum health some more. Yeah, why not?
Fresh meat, but we can make more.
So now I can kill someone for more human flesh if I want to. Yeah, I think we're fine at this point. Alert, at least one crew member must be in flight control for a mission to be a success. In addition, the ship must survive this final week. Any crew left behind will be remembered for their brave duty. Crew in flight control will deploy to Mars. The ship must survive the turn. That's a lot of damage coming in. Don't know if we're going to be able to make it. I've got to basically repair all of the incoming damage or we're toast. So that's not great. I guess we'll start up here. Only 2 health, so I'm hoping I don't roll any ones. If I roll a couple ones, she's dead. Okay. So what do I want to do here? Anything special? We can increase assists. Yeah, I've got to use dice here. I'm actually going to re-roll, see if I can use it in research. No. Oh well. So that means Allison is being left behind. My mechanic ate a lot of human flesh, so I think he's going to stay behind. I think he had a couple legs. So we've got 6s or injuries. We've got assists, though. So if we can repair... Photovoltaic thermal control system broken. The photovoltaic system combines ionized atoms derived from a photoelectric process via the solar arrays. In short, the sun is our power outlet. Could do some hull repair, actually. That means we're going to survive. Why not? We'll use our special tools. So Allison and Pascal will be staying behind. Pascal ate way too much human flesh. He'd rather stay on board the ship and not make it. Have the captain go up to the steering control. Thrusters are still unresponsive. It doesn't really matter if I give him more dice. That's pretty much it for the game. Yeah, we'll just do everything into repairs. Send the doctor in as well. Doctor ate human flesh, but the doctor's gonna make it. And just for the heck of it, we'll give everybody less stress. Give everybody a nice round of sedatives. Yeah, +3 hull, that'd be pretty nice. Well, half the crew made it. That's not bad. I guess the other two will burn up on entry into Mars's atmosphere? Or just crash into the planet? So that's the end. 2 guys made it. Well, 2 astronauts made it. The game does remind me a lot of... there was an old Twilight Zone episode. One of the ones that I really liked was essentially some explorers on a planet found a wrecked ship that was basically the exact same as their ship, and they were investigating it and just couldn't figure out what was going on. And then it just seemed too much of a weird coincidence. It was the exact same design, and it was even implied there were the same number of people on board. And then the crew started seeing the bodies, or the not bodies, but started seeing like their relatives, their families and kids, telling them to just let it go, and then it would sort of disappear. And they all were experiencing these kind of hallucinations and talking to each other. And the captain was sort of incredibly kind of crazily motivated to figure out what was going on and get back off the planet, trying to make the repairs to the ship so they could leave. And some of them were thinking, well, what if it's... one of them, I think, even mentioned before they took off, what if it's our ship and that's the future and we're going to crash when we try to take off? Or maybe we crashed when we landed and we're dead. So it was kind of this big iffy thing, whether it's a situation where they're doomed to die or they're already dead. And then at the end, the captain kind of forces them to go ahead and take off. And then it immediately cuts back to the very beginning of the episode, which is when they were landing on the planet in the first place, because they detected a signal, like a distress signal. So it's sort of like this circular thing that goes on forever and probably has been going on forever, over and over and over again, where they're eternally going to this planet, getting this weird signal, landing, either dying when they land or dying on taking off again, most likely dying when they landed. And then because the captain is so crazy and driven, he's sort of forcing the other dead people's souls to stay there forever, trying to solve this unsolvable mystery for all of eternity. All the other people's relatives and kids are all dead, long dead probably, but they keep having to relive this situation over and over and over again. It reminds me of that a lot. Probably sort of an inspiration, I would guess. But anyway, we've got our score results here. 2 people survived. Health affects things, dice, the whole, how much food you have, research, human meals. So minus 60 for my score for having some human meals, stress. I think this is probably for eating human flesh, I would guess. Yeah, so that was my earlier game where we died super quickly, the 450. Yeah, so I guess I've only played this 4 times. So this time was my second best result. I actually was expecting to just get slaughtered. So it's been so while since I've played this, so kind of forgetting some of the things and how the dynamics and things work. But anyway, I think that's going to be about it for today. So I hope you enjoyed Tharsis. Kind of interesting little game I picked up on GOG a while back, super cheap. Definitely kind of fun to mess around with a little bit. It has kind of some interesting things, sort of the hopelessness and the chaos and the cannibalism. Kind of an entertaining little thing. But I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in any other games or anything, I do have a bunch of previous streams up on my YouTube channel, which is also Disturbing Puppet. So please check those out if you're interested. But thanks for checking this out with me, and hoping to play some more stuff here in the future. Right now I'm kind of playing a few different things before I get into something else long term. I'm not sure what that's going to be. I've got XCOM 2 I want to get back to. I haven't played the DLC for that yet. I can always play more Blood Bowl, which I have a couple seasons of up. Not sure what it'll be, but we'll see. Right now, just kind of doing some different things. But thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you next time. Bye.